A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Blue Hens will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Missouri Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A strike downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Catch in the middle, it's Pratt. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Scanning the field, it's Ramsey. He'll take a shot. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Delaware's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. He wants to change this route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that time into wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him. And
he smashes his way through again. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Touchdown, Blue Hens! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Ramsey. Fires to the big fella. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Pratt. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Looking left. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's got some space. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On first down, he got sacked. Now it's second, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried with it.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Johnson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on! He's at the tip. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Here we go.
They'll go with a direct snap. Powers through the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Once you get in triple digits, that's a good day for a running back. That's it right there. 100 on the dot. He's had a really nice day. It showed you patience, showed you physicality, showed you a little bit of everything on his way to 100 yards.
They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Gage. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB is making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
With the catch, it's Wall. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Running into the open space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
No good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Gage. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens will snap it on first and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. On target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Delaware.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Working that left side now. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some pick.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete. They tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's open on the right. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Snap it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
They'll give it to him again. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And how about this off? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1. Lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 18 over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Zings it complete to the right.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Delay of game, offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unleashes one. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And I think that's one of the hardest routes to defend when you're outside and they're running comebacks. You think about it, it looks like it's going deep, I can't get beat deep. Receiver sits down, but how about the break on the football, getting in between him and the receiver and making the big play.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Monday.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious play.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Missouri will have to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. And now the Blue Hen offense offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Blue Hens can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north.
Hauls it in the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Delaware. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The sure hands, it's McNabb, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Back to throw, it's Hunt. Unloads it left. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's McNabb. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability.
And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Watkins. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hunt. This time on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Wants to fire on second down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing. On their way, they keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Blue Hens with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And This offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Back to throw, it's Hunt. Pressure coming. Quarterback moving. At the 35, he's open. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Snares it outside, it's Wall.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Got it in the middle, it's McNabb.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun.
Turning it on. All the way up to the 49-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds, and they were just trying to play it safe. Instead, they're on the move. They'll try to get outside. Got the first down and more. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Here comes the heat. Find space on the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hunt. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.